Hi viewers, this is Ishan Akbar and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will discuss that how can we find out the reactions of a cantilever beam when an inclined load is applying on it. So before starting my video I would like to request you please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest notifications. So I have this example of beam for solving a problem. So let us say we have a beam. This is a cantilever beam. For cantilever beam, we have one end as a free and the other end is fixed. So a cantilever beam has a fixed support at one end and the other end is free. For this end, there is no reaction, and at this fixed end, we have three reactions. One is vertical reaction, one is horizontal reaction, and the other one is the moment reaction. So basically, we have three equilibrium equations available with us. So we can use those three equations to find out these three reactions of the simply spotted cantilever beam. This is the vertical reaction, this is the horizontal reaction, and this is the moment reaction. So if we call this point as A, we can say that this is vertical reaction at A, this is horizontal reaction at A, and this is moment at point A. We can denote these by uh, these notations that at this support the reaction in vertical direction, at this support reaction in horizontal direction, and this is simply the movement m. So these are the conventions for samples to be used in the solution. So let us say we have a beam whose span length is approximately the span length of the beam is, let us say, this is 4 meters, and an inclined load is acting at this point in downward direction. We can say that this is 10 kilonewton, and the angle of this load with the horizontal axis of the beam is 30 degrees say. So when a load is inclined, we have to convert this load into components, into rectangular components. So to convert this load into rectangular components, we will uh, indicate the point and we will indicate the load in a separate diagram. This is 10 kilonewton, and we will draw the axis, vertical axis and horizontal axis. This is vertical axis of the load and this is horizontal axis, mean this is vertical component. So say this load is P, then this component of the load will be Px and this load of the component will be Py. So whenever the load is inclined on any type of beam, that may be simply supported beam, in cantilever beam, or overhanging beam, continuous beam, any type of the beam can have inclined load. To convert this inclined load into vertical and horizontal components, we need only two things. First one is the magnitude and the next one is the angle. So this angle is basically with the x-axis. So if we draw the offset of this line, we can get this offset here like this one. So we can see that this is a right angle triangle. At this point, this is 90 degree. So simply, if I draw the triangle like this, so this angle is 30 degree. In front of the angle, this line will be known as the perpendicular. So we have called it as Py, this is Px, and this is P. So we have to solve this right angle triangle. This side is equal to 10 kilonewton. So we will need to determine this Px and Py. To determine Px, when the angle is with x-axis, the px is equal to p, mean this hypotenuse, into cos 30 degree, mean cos theta, this theta. This is the theta, you can say this is theta. And p is here 10 cos 30 degree. We will use the calculator to determine the value of cos 30 degree. It is 0.866. When we multiply this 0.866 with 10, it will be 8.66 kilonewtons. So we have determined the component in the horizontal direction for this P is equal to 10 kilonewton. In the same way, we will determine the y component, that will be equal to P sine 30 degree or P sine theta. So P here is 10 and sine 30 degree. So sine 30 is basically 0.5. When we multiply the 0.5 with 10, it will be 5 kilonewton. So when we have determined these two components of the load, so we can apply these components separately on the beam. We will remove this inclined load and we will draw the free body diagram of the beam like this. You can see that this load was applying at this point. So you have to keep in mind that point of application of the loading is here. So at this point, you will apply two loads, vertical and horizontal. Now go to your figure in this diagram in which you distributed this load into rectangular components and see the arrowheads. Because this load is moving in this direction, so vertical will be downward and horizontal will be leftwards. So vertical force will be in downward direction and horizontal force will be in leftward direction. So simply you will write Px is equal to 8.66 kilonewton and you will write the Py as 5 kilonewton. Now you have to indicate the reactions of the beam. This is the reaction in y direction. You can see this as Ry. This is the reaction in x direction. You can see say this as x Rx, and this is the moment reaction. So simply, and the span of the beam is 4 meters. Now we want to determine these Rx, Ry, and M reactions for the beam. So at this point we have 5. At this point we have horizontal force of 8.66 kilonewton and this is 5 kilonewton. At this point we have a reaction of Ry. At this point we have a reaction of Rx and this is moment M. So simply we will apply the equations of equilibrium. So what is first equation of equilibrium? The first equation of equilibrium is that sum of forces along x-axis will be equal to 0. Mean, and you will put this sign here. It means that the forces directing rightwards are positive. Which force is directing rightward? This x force is directing in the rightward direction. So from left to right, this will be positive. So I will write it as positive Rx. Now, is there any other force acting in the x direction? Yes. Here, this is 8.66, but this is acting from right to left. So it is in leftward direction opposite to this arrow. So it will be minus 8.66 kilonewton. So we can say, and it is equal to 0. If we solve this, we will get that Rx is equal to 8.66 kilonewton. So we have got one reaction of the beam, that is 8.66 kilonewtons. And now we will move towards determining the second reaction of the beam by applying the second equation of equilibrium. The second equation of equilibrium is summation, means sum of forces in y direction will be equal to 0, while we will take the forces acting in upward direction as positive. Mean forces acting from downward to upward direction are positive. So simply move from left to right. We can say here that Ry is acting upwards, so it is positive. Simply we will write as Ry, and here along the length of the beam there is no any other load except this 5, so we will write it as minus 5 because this is acting downward, equal to 0. So simply if we solve this equation we will get that Ry is equal to 5 kilo Newton. So if Ry is 5 kilonewton and its sign is positive, it means that the direction assumed, because these direction, we have assumed these direction arbitrarily, but these answers will confirm that either the direction is assumed correctly or not. So here Rx was positive, so the direction of Rx will be from left to right. and for Ry it will be from bottom to top. And now the third and last reaction of the beam is moment. For this we have to apply the third condition of equilibrium, that is summation of moments at acting at any beam are equal to zero. Summation of moments is equal to zero. You can take arbitrarily direction that summation of clockwise moments will be taken as positive and counterclockwise moments will be taken as negative. Or simply, there is another equation which can be used. You will sum the movements in clockwise direction and you will equalize with the sum of moments in counterclockwise direction. So moments in clockwise and moments in counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So what are the movements which are in clockwise direction? You can see here that this moment is counterclockwise. This moment is in counterclockwise direction. This M is in counterclockwise. You can see here the rotation. This is moving in this direction. So this is against the movement of a clock. So this is counterclockwise direction. So we will write it on the right side. This will be M equals. There is no any other movement which can be a counterclockwise movement. So which force is causing a movement of clockwise? Here we have two forces. One is X and one is Y. X will not cause any movement because if we elongate its point of line of action, it will meet at the centroid of the beam. So it will cause no moment because there will be no moment arm. We have no moment arm for this. It means that we have no mx. Mx is zero, so the movement due to this force will be zero because its line of action is passing about the point or from the point at which we are going to determine the moments. So this force has a moment or mean vertical distance between the point of rotation to the point of force, point of application of force. So its distance is 4 meter. So we can simply say that uh, Fy or Py into moment in y direction, mean movement of force in y direction. We can simply say that, or you can simply write it as like this one: Py into mx means force is acting in y direction, but its moment arm is in x direction. So what is value of force? That is 5 kilonewton. We can write that Pm is equal to 5 kilonewton times what is mx, moment in x direction, mean distance from point to the force, that is 4 meter. So if we calculate this, M will be equal to 20 kilonewton per meter, 20 kilonewton meter. So we have found the third reaction, that is M equal to 20 kilonewton meter. So if we draw the beam and draw the free body diagram, we'll have we will have four things to show on the beam. First thing is the load, the original load which was applicable, that is P equal to 10 kilonewton. We will show the span of the beam, that is equal to 4 meter. You can say this as the length of the beam. We will show this vertical reaction, Ry equal to 5 kilonewton. This Rx equal to 8.66 kilonewton, and this M will be equal to 20 kilonewton meter. So we have solved this we have solved this cantilever beam for its reactions in inclined load. Thank you very much. If you like my videos, then subscribe my channel and recommend this to your fellows. Take care. See you again.